Kia ora fam, another voice note type of situation, man. The other day I was watching a TV show called Funny AF by Kevin Hart. It's on Netflix. And in the show they have a lot of stand-up comedians and upcoming ones, new ones, who are trying to make it, And Kevin Hart is trying to choose the best out of all of them, and at the end they get a Netflix special out of the whole competition, And it reminded me of how much I used to dream about doing videos, doing a podcast like this. Growing up, I was always looking up to or listen to a lot of podcasts and get inspiration from them or learn something out of it about life. When I felt really dark in life or really down from something, I would listen to a podcast and it would help me, navigate life through. And it was beautiful. I had to pause the show and was like, man, I used to dream about this. I never thought I would stand in front of a camera and record myself talking about how I feel. And here I am doing that, Even now, this is the 13th episode, I would say. 13th recording. And I didn't see myself doing one or three, matter of fact. But here I am. I came this far with it. And I feel like my mind is in a really good space for this. And I can see how it is kind of going somewhere. And it's really, it's inspiring, that inspiration keeps coming, man. And I'm still learning, still growing, but I'm going to still keep doing this so that I will come to a somewhat good place. And that really took me back to, when I was younger. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't put in the work as well, I was like, man, I want to do this and that, but I never go ahead and do it. I would procrastinate a lot. I would just sit down and it's like, I'm going to do it, and then scroll on my Instagram, looking at what other people were doing, looking at what the other people were creating instead of creating. And after listening to a lot of books, reading a lot of books, talking to people who've made it, really helped me to get a perspective about how, in order for you to do something, you had to do it. So that's how this came about, man. It is beautiful. It is really beautiful. And seeing these comedians trying their best to be the best, and sometimes failing. And there was another guy who didn't get to the next round, but because of somebody else, another girl dropped off, and they called him back. And man, the way he came, the comeback was crazy, and he's so good at his craft, and he's been killing it. And it kind of my mind kind of started thinking about people who've been let down, and people have given up on them, and they just don't know what to do with life, and like how that setback can give you a motivation to come back really strong and destroy. You see what I'm saying? In a good way. The other day too, when I'm at this guy at the gym, it's a bro at the gym. He said, man, I want to create something, but I feel like I'm not good enough. And I told him, you are good enough. You're good enough because there's only one you. You know what I mean? You are good enough because there's only one you. Nobody can replace you. Not a single person can replace your vibe, the way you are, the way you look at things, the way you listen to things and process things, And there are a lot of people out there who's wanting to Listen to what he had to say about this world, you know. The way you encourage people. Some people, I know there are a lot of people who would not be vibing with what I'm doing with this. Oh, there are a lot of people who be vibing with me, and if you're not vibing with me, there's nothing wrong with you. Or I'm not thinking nah. It's just this is not your type of content. This is not your type of, it's different people have different, ways of looking at things, understanding things, processing things. And that's when somebody like you who's wanting to do something would come through for them. You see what I'm saying? But if you keep putting it away, you are running away from actually tapping into your purpose, man, because you're only a video away from setting somebody free from their dark days, So yeah, that's what I want to jump here and talk about, man. And that really inspired me, because I always looked up to America to understand things, because growing up in Sri Lanka, part of my life, I never had access to a lot of knowledge. I had to listen to things from other countries, but it happened to be like everything that I listened to, crazy enough, happened to be from America. Podcasts, movies, music that inspired me. And then last week, when I always look at the numbers on Spotify. There's this app called Spotify Creator, and it helps you see how many people have listened to the podcast and how it's gone up or how it's gone down, and how this episode was, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it gives you statistics, it gives you numbers of did it do well, did it not do well, all of that stuff. And then in that, I have about 26 countries listening to me, man. I can't believe that, and last week I've seen, like, for the last few months, New Zealand has been number one in that list, and then randomly USA became number one, and it's just kind of humbling to see a country that I looked up to get inspiration is number one listeners to what I had to say. And that really inspired me, man. It's beautiful. And then looking at the numbers, it just went up. Like, it's just gone crazy. Not crazy, but it's gone up to a point where, like, I'm like, man, okay, I want to keep doing this, So yeah, man, that's what I wanted to jump in here and share with you guys, man, and share my heart about it. This is not an episode, or this is not like a professional thing, As I've always mentioned, man, I'm trying to figure this thing out too. I'm trying to get better at talking as well, by doing this constantly, doing this regularly, without losing the momentum. And I'm always looking forward to this, man. So if you have a dream in your heart, man, please do that, man. Please do something about it, Don't waste your time, Time is running away, man. Do you want to regret not doing it? Or do you want to, I've seen something on Insta. It said, if you think too much about what people think, you end up letting your dreams die. You don't want to be that guy. Anyway, I'm not going to talk too much. I just wanted to share what I had in my heart about the whole situation. Hope you would have a good week, man, and hope you would, do something about your dreams. Don't sit around, man. Don't be lazy. Much love.